The morning began with fog. Thick, rolling mist that clung to the hedgerows and made the estate look like it had been swallowed by a dream. Daniel stood at the edge of the east garden, notebook in hand, watching the groundskeepers move like ghosts through the haze. He'd spent the last 2 days documenting the quiet resistance of the staff, the brittle dignity of Lady Eleanor, and the theatrical arrogance of Sebastian. But today, Sebastian wanted to go into the village. "I need to be seen," he said, appearing in the drawing room in riding boots and a cashmere coat. "Legacy isn't built in isolation. It's curated." Daniel looked up from his notes. "Curated?" Sebastian poured himself a glass of orange juice, then added a splash of champagne. "Yes. I'm the future of Hawthorne Hall. The villagers need to remember that." Margaret, who was dusting the mantel nearby, didn't look up. But Daniel saw her shoulders stiffen. They took the Range Rover, a Gleeman G black beast that looked out of place on the narrow country roads. Sebastian drove like he was in Monaco, one hand on the wheel, the other scrolling through his phone. "Do you know how many acres this estate covers?" he asked. Daniel shook his head. 412. That's more than the entire village. We used to own the land their houses sit on. Technically, they should still pay rent. Daniel raised an eyebrow. "You mean the villagers?" Sebastian smirked. "Of course. But Mother gave it away. Said it was the right thing to do." He made air quotes with one hand. "Sentimentality is weakness." They pulled into the village square, a cobbled circle surrounded by stone cottages, a pub, a post office, and a bakery with a hand-painted sign that read Rose Rye. The Range Rover looked like a spaceship among bicycles and flower carts. Sebastian stepped out like royalty. Daniel followed, recorder tucked in his coat pocket. Inside the bakery, the air was warm and smelled of cinnamon. A woman in her 50s stood behind the counter, flour on her apron, her hair pulled back in a loose braid. "Morning," she said. "Can I help you?" Sebastian scanned the display. "6 of those," he said, pointing to a tray of pastries. "And 2 of those. Actually, make it 10. I'm feeling generous." The woman began boxing them up. "Special occasion?" Sebastian leaned on the counter. "I'm celebrating my future. This village will be mine again someday." The woman paused. "I thought Lady Eleanor made the estate a trust." Sebastian's smile faltered. "Temporary. I'll fix it." Daniel watched the woman's expression shift, not fear, but something colder. Resentment. Sebastian handed her a 50-pound note. "Keep the change. Or donate it. Whatever peasants do." The woman's hand trembled slightly as she took the money. "Your grandfather used to come here every Sunday," she said. "He'd ask about our families. He cared." Sebastian shrugged. "He's dead." "I'm not." Daniel felt the air thicken. The other customers had gone quiet. A man near the window stood slowly, his eyes locked on Sebastian. "You might want to leave," he said. Sebastian turned. "Excuse me?" The man stepped forward. "You don't belong here." "Not like that." Sebastian laughed. "I own this village." "No," the man said. "You don't. Not anymore." Daniel stepped between them. "Let's go." Sebastian hesitated, then turned on his heel and walked out. Daniel followed, the recorder still running. Back in the Range Rover, Sebastian was seething. "Did you hear that?" he said. "They think they're equals." They think they can talk to me like that. Daniel didn't respond. Sebastian slammed the steering wheel. This is what happens when you give people too much freedom. They forget who built their world. Daniel looked out the window. Or maybe they remember who destroyed it. Sebastian turned. Ed sharply. What did you say? Daniel met his gaze. Nothing. That evening, Daniel sat with Lady Eleanor in the library. He told her what had happened. She closed her eyes. I warned you. Entitlement without empathy is poison. Daniel nodded. They hate him. Lady Eleanor opened a drawer and pulled out a photograph, Sebastian as a child, smiling, holding a puppy. He wasn't always like this, she said. But I let the rot grow. I thought love would be enough. Daniel looked at the photo. What changed? She stared into the fire. He started believing the world owed him something. And I didn't stop him. Outside, the village lights flickered in the distance. And inside Hawthorne Hall, the walls seemed to lean in, listening. Sebastian had crossed a line. And the story was just beginning.